Hey, welcome to my video. I thought I'd start a YouTube channel. So I've been photographing my local area a lot over the last few years, and I really enjoy it. But I thought I'd bring you along for some of my adventures. I'm here at Ashridge at 5:30 in the morning. Middle of May, sun's already risen quite early. I'll see what we can get. I was hoping there'd be a bit more fog, a bit more mist than there is, but who knows? It might change. The conditions might change. We'll have to see. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. I was hoping that there'd be some fog or some mist, but unfortunately it's a bit too clear. That doesn't normally help with photography. You kind of want that mist to kind of simplifies the shot. It can make the light look a bit more interesting, but hey ho. If there's one thing that's going for me though, it's the temperature is below zero, and there is some frost, not that much, but there is a little bit. So hopefully as the sun rises and it warms up, hopefully that will melt, and we may get some rising mist off of that, but I haven't got my hopes up. We'll have to see. I'm meant to be in Bristol at the moment, at university. However, due to obvious reasons, I'm back at home, back in Buckinghamshire. While it is a shame to not be at uni and everything's kind of shut down, it has given me time to kind of think about what I want to do, especially with photography. A little bit with my degree, but not really. And the more I was thinking about it, the more I realized I wanted to kind of start documenting what I do. So yeah, I bought a microphone a few days ago, and now I'm out filming. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. You don't take into account that you almost have to do double, well, more than double than what I normally would do, and I have to focus on not only finding a good photographic shot, but cinematography, which isn't really something I've ever done before, but hopefully this should give me a good excuse to delve into it a bit and see what I can come up with. These first few videos will probably be pants, but if I keep on doing it, which I'm intending to, hopefully I'll start learning a bit more. This little bit of like open space with some trees in. It's not quite working out at the moment. I can't see anything right now, any compositions that are catching my eye. But the sun's just starting to filter through. So maybe if I come back in about 30 minutes or so, I think there might be a composition. I don't know yet though. However, behind me, well, in front of me now, the sun's just starting to filter through, and it's hitting the last of the bluebells, which I've captured a little bit, but not that much. Being in lockdown, I haven't been able to get out as much as I could, and I've been having to incorporate some quick shoots into some daily exercise, which isn't ideal because I like to spend my time and not just quick minute taking a shot. But hey, everyone's in the same boat. We've all got to follow the rules. However, now that they've been eased a bit, I thought I'd come out and see what I could find, take a bit of a more relaxed approach. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to head over and see what I can see. I think I found a composition. If we move away, I like these trees here. They kind of make quite a nice pattern. So just as I was taking that shot, just over there, I looked over and I saw these two trees that kind of leaned into each other, as we can see here. And I just think that makes for a really good shot. So I've come over, set up my tripod, and I think it's quite nice. There's some bluebells in the foreground, and I just think it makes for quite a nice shot. I'm shooting a f11, quite a narrow aperture, so I can get everything in the frame, because there's some bluebells in the foreground that I quite like, and I want to get them in the shot. I'm shooting quite wide at 18 millimeters, which is about 27 millimeters or full frame equivalent. And I think that way you kind of get a nice mix between getting a lot in your shot, but then it's not too distorted, and you're not getting almost too much in. I think a common mistake that people fall for, including myself a lot, is the wider you shoot, you kind of find a nice scene and you want to include it all in, and you put on this really wide lens, but sometimes it's better to zoom in a bit and pick out the best parts of a shot rather than the whole scene. And that's what I guess I'm doing a little bit here. Not as much as I have at other points, but I think this scene kind of shoots that nice kind of wide but not ultra wide focal length. Yeah, I'm shooting a ISO 100 as always, and an 8-second exposure, because I've got a polarizing filter on the front just to take away a little bit of glare. Not much. It's not going to be a noticeable effect, but it's nice to have it on. And it's also early in the morning in a woodland. The sun hasn't quite filtered through yet, so it's quite dark. So I've got to be quite still. I've got my camera on a timer so that I don't jog it and there's no vibrations to get the sharpest image possible. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It might end up being quite nice. So I'm back at my car now. I went back to that little open area with some trees in, but I don't really think it really suits just direct sun into it. I think that's going to look really good when there's some mist or some fog, even maybe before the sun rises, pre-dawn hours. But we'll have to see. We don't tend to get much fog or mist here, which is a shame. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around this long. In the future, I'm hoping to do not only just woodland videos, but also maybe some just more classic landscape photography. I shoot a lot of the Pitstone windmill, various things like that. Every now and again, although I can't see it in the near future, I go on bigger trips, which I'll hope to document in the years to come. But something that I particularly enjoy is astrophotography. In fact, I was out up at, I went to Brill last night and got a nice shot of the Milky Way, which I'll put now on screen. And then I drove back to Pitstone Windmill for the pre-dawn hours to capture the ISS coming over, which I'll also put up on screen. Hopefully, it's a lot more complicated to film those videos because it's in the dark, the camera doesn't work so well, and things like that, but I'm working on it. I'll hopefully have a video like that coming up in the next few months, but we'll have to see. Anyway, thank you very much for sticking around this long. As I said, I'd really appreciate it if you like this video, subscribe, comment down below, but most importantly, if you shared this video. I'm really trying to get out there, get other photographers looking at this, and generally people that are interested in the outdoors, people from the local area. So yeah, please share this, and thank you very much. Until next time, bye.